And good afternoon to you. A few minutes late, but here I am. Glad to have you here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Just a little airish here in the city of Memphis. And I've been to the doctor and things this morning, and my cardiologist gave me a basically good report on this morning, so I'm feeling pretty good on the day, hoping that your day has started off pretty well and you're ready. I'm going to do just about an hour on this show today, unless I get carried away. On tonight's show, I know I'll only do my 2 hours because I've got somewhere to be later on tonight. So, I'm just happy to be alive. You know, with all the things that are happening, with all of the people that are leaving here, it's just a blessing to still be here, living, breathing, moving, and having our being. When in the hospital, nowhere, we all got a few little aches and pains, especially folk when you get of a certain age. Aches and pains go with the existence of life. But I'm just glad to be here. I think I've got an interesting subject for the next hour. And please stay here with me, if you will. You know, many times you do all that you can do for your children. You raise them to what you think is correct and what they're supposed to do. You bend over backwards doing things for them, making sure they have clothes and having some of the things that only benefits a child, toys and things of that nature. Many of you have to raise children on your own. Many of you have done all that you can do. I mean, everything that you done cried, you done spent money. And it seems like the more that you do, the worse your children become, or your child becomes, or a child of yours becomes disrespectful, disobedient, talk to you any kind of way, reduce you as a parent to that level. And many of you take it. Many of you accept it. But I want to talk about for just a few minutes. You don't have to take it. And I'm dealing more so in this hour with grown-ass children. Children who believe that they are entitled. Children who think that your mission in life is to make sure that they're happy and give to them and things of that nature. And the answer is no. No. Some of you as wives put your children before you put your husband. It happens all of the time. But I want you to know you do not have to take it. And I'm going to open up the phone lines shortly. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take your child's disrespect. You don't have to take your child talking to you any kind of way. Their disobedience. You don't have to tolerate that. All you have to do is put them out. Cut off the purse strings. Cut off the directions of going to the bank. But many of you, I know, you don't want to put your children out the house. Many of you tell your children this house will always be your home. That sounds good. But he who ain't got nothing will treat your house like it ain't got nothing. Won't be anything in your house of any value. But I think this is an interesting subject. How many of you would put your children out? There were certain rooms when I was a child that I wasn't allowed to go in. I'll take company into those rooms because there might be some situations going on in the room that I don't want to see or I don't need to see. Conversations heard that I don't need to hear. You giving it away. Why? Why do you find the necessity to just give it away? We're going to open up the phone lines early this evening so I can do this hour and rest a while. 901-231-9239. What do you think about a disobedient child? What do you think should be done with a child that don't step up the back and take care of themselves? There's a new report on Brother Kirk Franklin today. His son, in December, filed a report. Well, he didn't per se file the report. That was the place that they were having a bunch of folk live in. And he was one of the ones that was supposed to be in there. But when it came time for the feast or whatever it was that Jesus was fixing for them, he said, go over to the other side and bring me meat that will be plenty of meat in the house, and that will be meat to go into storage and things of that nature. What is your role as a parent? What is your role as a parent once your child gets grown? Do you become the official babysitter because your daughter has went out and got a bunch of children? Do you feel obligated when your child's 25 and 30, 40 years old? Are you obligated to take care of that child? Yeah, do you feel obligated to your children? Do you allow your children to make you feel obligated? Do you allow your children to go wherever they want to go at night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Do you allow them to go anywhere that they want to and you become the babysitter? I think that this is interesting. I think this is very interesting. Very interesting. Give me a call. 901-231-9239. Do your children make you feel obligated? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be being born. And many times you want to tell them you wish they weren't born. Do you want your folks to take care of you? Do you? Do you want to be buddies with your children? Do you want to do things with your children that you were not able to do with your parents back in the day?
Gina. To accept, press.
Go ahead. Hey,
yes, sir. I'm calling in regards to adult children living in with you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I kicked their ass out right at 18. 18, you gotta go.
Me too.
You're not my responsibility anymore. I did my part.
Okay.
Now you need to go and do your part.
Do your children try to make you feel guilty about that?
No, I don't feel guilty at all. They're adults. Mm-hmm. They can make their own decisions. I mean, hell, I'm done. So at 18, they had to go.
Well, I mean, that's my rule exactly. 18, get up our man.
Yeah, why should I feel guilty? At that age, you need to stand up and be a man and be a woman. Okay? You're not gonna come in on my house and eat my food and no.
Okay. All right, Las Vegas. I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's my rule exactly. 18, you got to go. Got to go. You got to go. Well, I'm in college. Get you a little cheap room. Quit making yourself. Let me give parents something else. This Linda says, my mama got too many rules. It's her house. It's her house. So she's supposed to have some rules. Somebody else says, if you in college or something like that, you can hang around. No, I want you to live on a dorm or live on a campus or somewhere. I don't like grown folk in my house. And children have a tendency to think that they're grown, and that makes their classical statement. I'll be glad when I get grown. I will too, because you won't be my headache. I'd love to hear from you. 901-231-9239. 901-231-9239. All right. Now, if this is interesting, give me something. Have I given them some? Monique says, have you given them the tools and knowledge for them to go out on their own? Yeah, you've been up on my roof all these years. You know what I will and I will not take, and I try to prepare you for life. If you don't get it, then you got to get gone still. Is 18 really grown? I was grown at 18.
Quiet storm.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
What's your name?
Quiet storm.
Why you call yourself Quiet Storm?
Because I'm a DJ. DJ Quiet Storm is my name.
Well, brother, you ain't DJing right now. So what's your name, brother?
No, I ain't that kind of Quiet Storm.
Brother, I don't go with them adjectives on my show. Your name ain't
All right,
Quiet.
right now.
Your name ain't Quiet Storm, and you ain't DJing right now.
All right.
What's
Okay.
your name, brother?
Rodney.
Okay. You sound like you ashamed to be Rodney.
No, I ain't saying for that. Just, hell, you might need a DJ one day.
No.
I want you to know me as that so you can say, hey, Quiet Storm, come do something for me.
What kind of music you play, Quiet Storm?
Hip-hop, old school blues, soul, let's go. All that, all black folks stuff.
What do you call old school blues?
Old school blues is like the soul. That's like your Al Greens and your Johnny Taylors and all that.
Al Green's not a blues singer.
Well, you can call it soul. Some folk call it blues. Some folk call it soul.
Okay.
Back then it was R&B. It was rhythm and blues.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Johnny Taylor's never been R&B. He was always the blues. But anyway, I ain't gonna give you no course on being no DJ. I could give you one now. What's your view this evening?
I just saw you on YouTube and I saw some things. I heard you talking about grown kids in the house.
Yeah.
I got 3 in the house, and
how old are they, brother?
One is 29. She left, but she came back. But the other 2 hadn't left since getting 18. The middle child is 21.
How old are they, Quiet Stone?
The middle child is 21, and the youngest is 18 now.
Why are they at your house?
Well, the oldest child had to leave and come back. She had financial problems, so she come back to the house, and we got rules for her. She ain't never disrespected the house. She know the rules. She got to be in for a certain time. When she come home from work, if she work late, she got to come in and you can't have the TV give loud and all that kind of stuff.
But why you
At the same time, she has rules.
But why you have all them grown folk in your house?
Because there ain't no problem. If there's a issue, then they be gone. There ain't no problem. You don't hear it. You don't know it in the house. They're quiet. You don't know they're in the house.
Wait a minute. How come they don't have their own house?
Because she got a financial issue. She working 2 jobs. I told her, save your money, pay your calls, say you stack you some money. You got your yearly income, and you got a monthly budget. So I'm teaching her about money right now. Teaching her about credit.
What about the other 2?
The other 2 is 21. She working at the mall. There ain't no job to sustain herself. But she got a trade school. She do that and go there. The other one's 18. She's still in high school. She graduate this year.
Well, you different from me, brother.
Yeah, I ain't talking about no badass niggas smoking type of kids.
I would have already talked to you about money. Okay.
Yeah, but her mother didn't tell her about money, so I'm teaching her about money. Teaching her about money and debt. And most people come out, they got student loans more than they'll make in a year. And they had that forever. I'm teaching her about credit, how to use credit, not to use it as your bank account, but use it as a tool. Get your credit rating up.
She got any children? Does she have any children?
No, we don't have it. No, all of these kids are my stepchildren. My daughter's in Dallas, and she already knows.
So, are you married?
My biological. Yeah, we're married.
And these are all stepchildren?
These are all stepchildren.
So,
they don't know about money.
So, brother.
I would say, whenever they don't know about money, I'm teaching them so they don't have no...
Brother.
Okay.
When your daughter moving?
They got a year. Well, the oldest got a year.
She got a year.
She working. Yeah, she was working day checks in the day. She went to mall in the evening. She got a year to stack it whatever she want to stack, and then they all plan on moving together, so that's fine too.
They could all be.
But they got a year.
They could all be living together now, couldn't they?
Well, the youngest 2 don't have cars, so they're a big issue with them getting around. So they got time to buy a used car and make sure everything good on it. No motor issues like that with it.
Mm-hmm.
They plan on moving all together, so that'd be cool. A mama's kind of a protective type person. She'd be quick to let them come back at any little thing. I'm more disciplinary, like, hey, you got to do this, this, and this.
Who?
So you don't have to do this, that, and other.
How long you been married?
5 years.
You in your house or you moved in with the woman?
We were together 7 years after I was probably in the same house with her for a year before we got married.
Whose house is it?
It was at my house. She moved in with me
She moved in with you.
at my house, and my house is a rental now. So we got another house together.
So y'all, after y'all got together, y'all went and got another house.
Yes. She moved in with me in my house that I'm buying, and when we got married, we bought a house together. Now my first house is a rental.
Is wrong.
Make money out there.
I mean, that's smart right there. So let me ask you this: why didn't you put all three of them in the rental house and let them pay you rent?
Well, that guy got a tenant in there.
I mean, when you first got the rental house, you didn't have no tenant.
Now that so we bought the house together, we all moved in, the new house. But soon as I was getting ready to go, I had a tenant already ready. He said, "You finna move? What you gonna do with your house?" I said, "I'm probably right now. Let me get it." It was like that. It wasn't a month. It was empty. So as I moved out, that next month somebody was there.
All right, but wait a minute, bro. Here's what I'm saying. When you got ready to move out, wasn't they grown then? Before you let the strange tenant come in?
No.
They weren't grown then.
See, when wife moved in with me when we were just together, her daughter had her own place. The oldest, 29 years, she had her own place. She had an apartment. They didn't move in until after we bought the new house, and they had issues with money then. Mm-hmm. But the two other kids were underage. They were like 17 and probably 15, 16. That was underage then.
So you waiting for your 29-year-old to get enough money to stack up enough money to go?
Yeah, her job is to stack her money to where she can get her own place. She can move her sisters in if she wants to. And I told them about how to use credit, how not to use credit.
How much she got saved?
She won't tell me. My mom won't let me drill on.
Do what now?
I don't know. Her mama knows, but she won't tell me because I'll get on. But I told her she got.
Wait a minute. How is it that?
My mama.
Wait a minute, brother. How is it that you don't know?
Because her mama won't tell me. She won't tell. Because they know me. They know I'm gonna get on her.
Wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. She in your house. She in your house, right?
Uh-huh.
And she refused to tell you? In your house?
Yeah.
In your house?
And I don't push you too much. Yeah. I don't have to know the dollar amount, but I do tell her. I say, since she won't tell me, let me tell you this. You got until...
But the mama know.
Mama know, yeah. Her mama ain't responsible with money.
Now let me tell you something. You gonna come back and tell me. That girl ain't gonna leave until the mama wants her gone.
Yeah, I know that.
You know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not naive to it. But she's still gonna be financially responsible.
No, she ain't. She ain't gonna have to be.
Yes, she is.
No, she ain't. Because the mama rules the house. The mama in charge. Ain't she? Brother?
You can say that.
Your wife,
aspects of the house that
your wife is in charge, brother. Your wife knows and you don't know, and there's a 29-year-old in your house, and you don't know your wife in charge.
Yeah, that's how I had an issue with it.
Wait a minute. See, you stepdaddy.
Yeah, I am stepdaddy.
Mama, right?
Yeah.
And before mama crosses daughter, she'll cross you.
Say it again?
Before the mama crosses the daughter, they will both cross you. Because see, brother, you can't live in my house and I don't know. I don't give a damn what your mama know. I got to know. Because goddamn it, you in my house. I'm the head of the wife. So if I'm the head of the wife, I'm damn showing the head of you. And my wife and I have an understanding. Would have an understanding. We ain't got no children together. And my grown ass children ain't moving in where I stay. We got to understand that when we get married, when you all got married, what was your conversation about stepchildren?
It wasn't really a conversation. It was understood, that you got children that you're going to take care of the kids just like yours, to a certain extent. They all have fathers, so I'm not going to overstep the father's, visitation or whatever you're going to do when they go there.
You ain't going to overstep what?
Their fathers, their real fathers' privileges.
So the 29-year-old has a relationship with a real father?
Yeah. He's a truck driver.
Now, all right, now you bring me to another question, brother. Why didn't her real daddy get her no house?
You can buy your daughter a house?
Huh?
Most men don't know. People don't know money. They don't have money.
No. You missing what I'm saying, brother.
You mean why did he furnish her a place?
Yes.
Or let her move in with him? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I wasn't in that conversation. If she wanted to move with her dad, she could have moved in. She could have moved in with her dad. I don't believe she wanted to move with her dad.
Wait a minute, brother. You wasn't in the conversation.
No.
Wait a minute, brother. So your wife and the daddy have a conversation about the daughter staying in your house. And you ain't a part of the conversation.
No, that's not what I mean. When the daughter went into financial trouble and had to leave her apartment and had to come stay with us, I was in that part. She have issues. They got to move.
Wait a minute. What was her daddy at?
I was in that conversation.
What was her daddy at?
I don't know where he was at. I know he was an older old truck driver. That's all I know about him.
He ain't on the road all the time. They got telephones. Okay.
Well, if he wasn't available to do anything, then she would, of course, have to depend on her mama to do it.
What do you mean he wasn't available to do nothing, brother? You don't just find out in one day. Wait a minute, brother. You don't find out in one day that you can't hold on to your apartment. She knew that. Was she getting evicted?
No, it wasn't eviction.
So she just couldn't pay the rent no more.
No, she had issues with the job, with the money coming in. So he hadn't got to an eviction. But you knew if you're not paying rent, an eviction is coming. So you don't wait until you go to court and get a eviction notice before you take action.
You the stepdaddy. She got a real daddy. Did you have a conversation with her daddy?
Yeah, we talk when he come back.
No, brother. Before the girl moved into your house, did you have a conversation with her father as to what he needs to do?
No.
Why?
I didn't see a need to it.
You didn't?
No. I mean, I might have left out a part for you, but you probably didn't notice. Okay. And I told you she moved into my house. Before we got married, we bought another house. Well, actually, we didn't buy a house. She bought a house. The house we moved in, the second house, was in her name, my wife's name. I still had what is now a rental in my name. So I couldn't get another loan for my name, so she got it in her own name.
So the house.
So that house was hers.
So you're saying that the house you live in now is in your wife's name?
No, not the one we're in now. And there's a third house.
All right. So, wait a minute. Your wife had a house?
Yeah. After we moved out of my house.
After you moved out of your house. Then you're in the third house now, right?
We're in the third house now.
Okay. Why didn't your wife put the daughter in the house that was in her name?
She sold it.
All right. But instead of selling it, how come you didn't sit down and say, look, let's put these children in this house, let them pay us rent?
They couldn't afford it.
Brother, let me just be straight with you. Your wife in charge.
That's fine. You want to say that? I don't have an issue with it.
I know you ain't got no issue because
it keeps the gray hair off my beard.
No, brother. No, it don't. No, it don't.
Yes, it do.
You just no.
46.
No, brother. Your wife is in charge. Your wife runs the relationship. Your wife runs the marriage. Because you overstepping your bounds as a stepfather. And there are fathers involved. Mine ain't gonna come live with me.
Yeah?
Mine ain't gonna come live with me.
Well, that's status. That's not right.
Look, my relationship, my marriage, I just be the one that be in charge. I believe in doing what a man do. Is be in charge. I ain't got to worry about no gray hairs. They already gray on my face anyway, and it looks good. But there are certain things that I'm going to say that there is no argument in. There is no compromise in certain things when it comes to business. Ain't no stepchildren gonna come live with me grown. Because your financial issue ain't my problem.
Yeah, that is Matthews. But she love her kids and she gonna do anything she can to protect them.
Right. She love her kids. She done gave you an ultimatum, brother, that either you take it or leave
it. I accept it or I don't. And I chose to accept it.
And she told you that if you didn't accept it, you couldn't be around, didn't she?
Listen, hold on. Let me tell you.
I'm answering your question. She told you that you could be there.
I want you to understand. I have no issue being single. So if I had an issue, walking out the door is acceptable as breathing, bro.
Okay.
If I had an issue, if that just as soon as I inhale, I can walk out the door.
If that be your issue, why did she tell you you had to take it?
I didn't have to take nothing. I chose to do what I wanted to do. I chose to go along with it. If there was any kind of problem with children, if they had issue with drugs, they was lazy, didn't do what you told them to do, they cut you out, they did any of those things, they wouldn't be in the house.
But every grown person needs their own house. Every
that can be true.
Every grown
you can't agree with that.
Needs their own. And your bad decisions will not become my emergencies. Because you can't keep up with your money don't mean that you're going to come live with me.
Yeah, at Thaddeus Matthews' house.
At Thaddeus Matthews' house. At Thaddeus Matthews' house. I'm the man. I'm in charge. I'm the captain of the ship. Okay.
Yeah.
Mel has a niece that I'm very fond of. You might hear me talking about Morgan. Morgan could come live with me. She's 5 years old. I love her to death. Mel's sister can't come live with me. Nobody grown that's any kin of hers could come live with me. At all. We ain't going to have no conversation on that. Them children, okay. Morgan, and she got two little brothers. If they have to come, then fine. But grown folk, you can't come. Because your bad decisions about life will not become my emergencies in life. And ain't no compromise on that.
You had the right to demand that. You had the right.
Right.
And I had the right to say otherwise.
Right. You ain't in charge at your house. And that's all right.
You can believe that, and I don't have an issue with you believing that.
Right.
But any major decision got to come to me.
I wouldn't care if you did, no way. But brother, ain't no grown 29 years old, and you got a dad.
29. And she got a dad on the road. He probably his health is his issue.
You be with your damn daddy. Your daddy would have provided you. Since you say that there is a relationship between the two, then they done had to daddy had to step in and do something. What is daddy contributing?
What is his what?
What is the daddy, the only cross country truck driver? What is he contributing to the young lady?
Well, he bought her a car, and every time she have any issue with the car, any kind of issue with the car, he come take care of it.
Now,
he just put an engine in it.
He bought her
about
a car.
3 months ago.
What's more important, brother? What's more important, a car or a place to stay?
Well, she got a place to stay. Her mama ain't gonna let her go nowhere else. But he did provide her with a car. She never had no car.
You just summed it up. Her mama ain't gonna let her go nowhere else.
Yeah, she want a baby with her, or where she can get to her.
Okay.
She won't want her to be with him.
She wants a grown daughter.
Now, if her grown daughter wants to go, she ain't gonna stop her. But if her grown daughter would rather stay here, of course she would stay here.
So what if you said this evening to your wife, she got to go, I'm tired of her being here, what's gonna happen?
We're gonna have a conversation in the family meeting, and we're gonna make plans to make it happen.
Y'all gonna have a what? A family meeting?
We're gonna have a meeting. I'm gonna have to meet with her, with my wife and the daughter, and we'll have a talk about it. Then find a way to execute it.
Wait. You have meetings in your house?
Yeah, we need to tell you talk to somebody, you have a meeting, especially when it's in person.
You have a meeting at
your house. When people come to your church, we call it a prayer meeting.
This ain't the church. Wait, you got a meeting. Wait a minute. You got a meeting in your house about what's gonna go on in your house.
Yeah.
You got to meet with your wife and the daughter.
Well, what, I'm supposed to talk to the daughter and not tell her mama?
No, you're supposed to make a decision.
If I decide to make a decision, then we'll say, hey, listen to your wife, this is your daughter. This is what's going to happen. That's a meeting. We're going to meet and we're going to talk.
And your wife going to put your ass out.
Well, she won't pay this mortgage by herself. I have no issue with that. I got a house I can back up to. I can kick them out or whatever and move back somewhere else. I got a backup.
You got a tenant in your house.
What I got in the house?
Did you say you had a tenant in the house?
Yeah.
So you gonna move in with the tenant?
No, I'm moving with tenant. I can give my tenant 30-day notice to vacate.
Now if you got a lease?
I can break it. I can tell them what they're going to. I can break the lease. It's a legal way around it.
No, sir.
It's a legal way.
Sir, if you got a lease, you can't break it.
Now, if this month, now, I don't have a 12-month lease. It's month to month now.
So
after you go your 12 months, you can go 30 month to month. I can do that.
You got them on a month to month now?
Yeah, they're month to month.
Okay. Well, brother, don't act like you got no balls at your house, brother.
Long as they happy, they can stay.
Don't act like you got no balls at your house, brother, because you be listening to me, your ass be outdoors, and you can't come live with me. You can't bring your whole ass over here, brother.
I had to be more than come stay with you. I probably couldn't even sleep in your garage.
You couldn't. couldn't.
Even if I paid your rent.
You right. You couldn't. All right, man. It's been nice talking to you.
Same here, man. Pleasure.
All right, brother.
And now, if you need it, you have an event somewhere, and you need some loud music.
No, DJ. Look, brother.
I know you DJ, you had your radio station and everything,
brother,
but if you didn't want to do the work,
brother, I'm too damn good to need you for a DJ. Okay?
Yeah, I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I know you are. DJ, what you said? Quiet Stone.
Yeah.
Where you DJ at, Quiet Stone?
I'm mobile. I do, weddings, house party, birthday parties, all type of thing.
Okay.
You don't make no money in the club.
Yeah, what do you...
Club owners don't pay no money.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver.
Okay. Well, maybe on your ride, and you and the daddy get together, y'all can talk over some things. Y'all see each other on the road. Yeah. You know what? Somebody just gave me a suggestion on here. Here's what you can do, bro. Give your tenant a 30-day notice and put all 3 of them kids in the house.
Oh, for the kids' house?
Yeah, your house. Give your kids.
Yeah,
Give your tenant in there, since you're on a month. Give him a 30-day notice, so you got to go in 30 days, and then move all of those children into the house. Now, ain't that an idea?
Yeah, if they can afford the rent or the mortgage,
No.
If they can afford it, they probably would have been there.
Are they paying you rent now?
No, they just got low-paying jobs. Now, no.
So
now, the other girl give her mama something. She give her mama money. She don't give it to me. She give it to her mama. I said that's fine.
Where the money go?
The other girl give it to me.
Where the money go? Wait a minute. Where the money go when she gives it to the mama?
It goes towards the light bill and the internet.
Go towards the light bill and the internet. How much she give your wife?
$150.
So what?
Yeah, that's dirt cheap, man. Just so she can stack her money so she can get on home.
Man, you crazy than a motherfucker. $150.
Yeah, you can say that, but we gotta get her prepared for the future. Now, I ain't gonna put
that out. Shit.
I ain't gonna charge her $400.
Man.
Do the numbers, Daddy. You numbers, man. If I charge her $400 rent here, she gotta go somewhere and work 2 jobs. Already working 2 jobs, and she can't afford to stay here and save money so she can get on her own. I know. That's why
you got to pay your way, brother.
I know what you gotta do as a stepdad. I'm gonna say, look here, since you ain't no issue, stack your money. I want you to be when you leave. I want you to be ready when you gotta come back.
Man, you weak as water.
I want you to come back.
You weak as water.
You can say that. Water.
You weak as water.
Water is how we got the Grand Canyon. Water's how we got the Grand Canyon.
You ever been to the Grand Canyon?
I ain't never been there, but I'll see pictures.
Okay, $150.
Yeah, pay some. My mama did me the same way coming up.
They making such a damn fool out you. I'm almost ashamed to tell you how big of a fool they make it out of you. She ain't going nowhere, brother.
That's all right. Until she come issue, I don't have no issue with it. When it's an issue, it's an issue.
You can't have an issue, brother. You can't have no issue. You ain't in charge.
That's your demeanor. It's not my demeanor. Your demeanor is not me. We're not the same person. I'm quiet until I get mad. Then I'm a storm. That's where the name came from. I'm quiet. I don't say nothing.
You're quiet.
I watch. If it's an issue, I bring up the issue. We fix the issue, and then the issue gone. If she was a club hopping, weed smoking type of girl, we have an issue. She's the quietest thing next to a church mouse.
How much?
She don't say no.
How much stimulus money is she getting?
She don't have no dependents, so I guess she just Get whatever they give her. I don't know.
So how much y'all gonna get?
She don't got no kids.
How much of the $1,400 y'all gonna get?
Well, I got my money in my bank account, but I don't know if she can get anything. No.
How much of the 29-year-old that's living in your house? How much of the $1,400 you gonna get?
I don't want any of it. Will she give my mama some? I don't know. I don't really care. I got plenty.
Brother, go and get on your truck and go somewhere. Okay. Couldn't be me. And like you said, this is me and this is you, but it damn sure couldn't be me.
I agree with you. You got different demeanor than I do.
Yeah.
You got that. I mean, well, family probably a different type of, people. You say no, you can't bring your ass in my house. Then I believe you. Except for the grandbaby Morgan. That's the grandbaby.
The one that Morgan.
You said the grandbaby the only one.
My niece.
Niece. No, okay, niece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got nieces that can't stay with me now. I got some of them that's
but they some kin to you though, ain't they?
Yeah, but I love my nieces. I go help them, but you can't stay with me.
But a 29-year-old can. Damn.
Yeah, she ain't been no problem.
Okay, it wouldn't make no difference if she was the problem. Because you ain't in charge. The mama in charge.
Yeah, until it's a problem. Like I said, if I'm major...
Because you don't see a 29-year-old living in your house as a problem.
If she working 2 jobs and barely making any good money to sustain herself, as long as she's stacking right now, she good.
All right. So, wait a minute. If she wasn't
working at all, or working a little...
Has she stacked any money?
Has she what?
Has she stacked any money?
She stacked. No, I'm not. I'm trying to stay out of there. I don't know how much she had. Like I told you earlier, I don't know how much she got.
So, but she been there long enough to be able to stack something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, she getting a little $1,400, right?
Yeah.
She stuck her ass on out my goddamn house.
That ain't too much rent, Daddy. Where would she go?
Man, that ain't what the fuck you want her to live in? Let her go get her something that's $300-$400 a month.
Well, that ain't the lifestyle she grew up in.
Man, get the fuck off my phone. Bye, man. Bye. Bye.
Peace.
Goddamn. Bye. Bye. Goddamn. That ain't the lifestyle that she grew up in. If that ain't some shit. Okay. That ain't the lifestyle she grew up in. I took all the call I could take. You ain't in charge, brother. You're a tenant in your own house.
From.
Go ahead.
Hey, Sugarland.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Uh-oh.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail...
Dave? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Wait a minute. I think... Call me right back. I think I hit the wrong button. Man, shit. Wait a minute. Man. Mel. Mel. Give me some drink. Hey, Dave, go ahead, man.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Man, I'm doing well, Dave. How you doing, brother?
All right. You know, this subject was one I was going to call you a few weeks ago about, and just give you a little background. I pretty much agree with you on that whole 18 and you got to go. That's the general rule I think we all grew up with. But you know, my mom and my dad, Miss Kohler and Big Dave, they told me early on. They said, "Look, when you're 18, we're not going to necessarily tell you that you have to go, but we are going to tell you that the rules are going to change.
The rules are going to change.
Right? Either you're going to go to work, you're going to be going to school, or you're going to be doing something to contribute to the household. You can't just stay here the way you stayed the first 18 years."
Okay.
Right? Okay. So, I don't know. I tell Mama this all the time. I don't know what kind of Jedi mind trick they worked on me when I was a kid. But as soon as I was able to drive, I was 15, I went and got a job.
Okay.
Because I didn't like that $5 a week allowance I was getting.
Uh-huh. The weekly what, Dave?
Hey, I got your book. I've been reading.
Wait, I'm on the air, darling. They how I switch calls like that?
What's up, brother?
Dave, I don't know what I did wrong then.
Yeah, we having all kind of connection issues.
But Dave, did the rules change on you?
Well, they didn't get a chance to. Hold on, let me turn. Okay, now you got me?
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so no, the rules didn't get a chance to change. I kind of changed it myself. As soon as I started, I went to McDonald's and got my job at 15 so I could take my girlfriend out so we can go, so I can put gas in the car so we could do things. That $5 wasn't cutting it no more for me. You know?
$5?
That was my allowance.
Hey, Dave, was you still living in Memphis then?
No, I was living in Laurel. Yeah.
Okay, you was in Laurel then. Okay.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
$5?
Yep. We talking 1977.
Okay, but $5?
$5 a week.
In Laurel, Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
How old are you then, Dave?
I was 15 in 77.
15.
Yes, sir.
And what would you gonna do with $5?
Man, look at here. Go to McDonald's and get a large fry and a small drink.
Hold on, Dave. Y'all time it out on Instagram. I'm gonna bring y'all right back so that y'all can hear the rest of this. How Dave made it off of $5 at 15 years old in Laurel, Mississippi. Dave, you got to tell Mr. Cole I said hello to here.
Yeah. I video chat with her every night, man.
Okay. Instagram, I'm gonna bring y'all back in just a few minutes. Dave and I know Dave. Dave is on my listens to me every morning. His mama's Miss Cora down in Laurel. She's 90. What? She's 92. Am I right when I said she's 92, Dave?
Yes, sir. 92, man. Still kicking it.
And when he's in Laurel, I play the blues just for Miss Laurel in the morning time.
She loves it, man. She loves it. I still can't get her to use the phone I gave her so she could tune in herself, but we still working on it.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna bring Instagram back so they can, because I want to hear about the rest of this damn $5.
Man, I don't know how I did it either.
Mel,
before I got the job.
come here and help me.
Oh yeah. Tell Mel I said hello, man. I enjoy y'all's interaction, especially toward the end of the show that night.
Yeah, she gets on my damn nerves. She off today though.
Come on,
Come
dog.
fix this for
I
me.
see you smiling when she come in. I see how you light up when she comes in the house.
Yeah, she, man, it ain't clear as foggy. Fix it. Man, she off today. She went with me to the doctor this morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got to get you on your workout routine and all that.
Well, great
Hey,
for the,
listen, I'm not saying anything that I'm not doing. Matter of fact, if you hadn't been so long with the previous call, I would have already been on the stationary bike, but I was waiting.
I'm gonna get on my stationary bike. We're going down to the casino tonight though, so I won't be on it tonight. Praise the Lord.
I see. Yeah, but I want you to be healthy for a long time, brother.
I want to be healthy for me for a long time.
Yeah. In fact, one of the things that made me even invest, not invest, but made me go ahead and support the bedroom therapy is just, generally I try to support what you're doing when I can.
Hey, man,
men's health, we don't talk about it enough.
Yeah, we need to talk about it. But now, Dave, let's go back to this $5. So
Okay.
your daddy was gonna give you $5 a week.
Yes, sir. And I had to do chores for that, mowing grass and all that kind of stuff.
For $5?
Yes, sir.
So when you got 15, you went and got a job.
Yes, sir. It's funny. My dad later told me a story that I can relate to, but at the time, like I said, I had a girlfriend, I was driving, and gas was, I don't know, maybe 35 cents a gallon or something like that. But there's just no way I could do life as a young man trying to date and drive on $5 a week. So I just went to McDonald's, got the job, and I worked my ass off the first 2 weeks, and I made like $230 on that first check.
Okay.
I thought I was rich, bro.
In Laurel, Mississippi.
But you know something else though. When I started making that money at McDonald's, I changed. I never had a problem as far as respect for my parents, because we were always, really respectful relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But I changed. As soon as the school year came around, because that was my summer job, as soon as the school year came around, I paid all my fees from then on. I bought all my clothes. Like, I didn't let them really spend money on me for the stuff that they used to. I felt pride in earning my own keep, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said they worked some kind of Jedi mind trick that early on in life, I never wanted to do anything that brought shame or discredit to the family.
Okay.
And I was, as soon as I could earn my way, I started earning my way. Even when they would come back and say, "Dang, you didn't bring us your fees." I said, "Well, hey, man, I had the money to pay it. I could handle it, so I handled it."
Mm-hmm.
So they did a great job. And so the thing was, had I graduated and not gone to school, then I was going to be working somewhere, and I was going to be contributing to the household as far as finances. And also, like you said earlier, it wasn't going to be no coming in and going any hours of the night. And I've always said to parents, I think it's important for your grown kids to feel a little bit uncomfortable in your house.
Yes.
You don't want them to get too comfortable in your house, because in nature, the mamas train the birds to leave the nest. You're not a successful parent if you don't prepare your kids to leave the nest at some point. That's not being mean. That's the way life goes. You want them to be able to fend for themselves and provide for themselves. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's important to give them that motivation. Hey, curfew is midnight or whatever, but I'm grown. Well, if you're that grown, you can go.
Well, when you get that grown, you should have your own house, man.
That's right. If that grown, you can go. You're too grown to be here. Well, I don't like your rules. That's fine. I don't expect you to like them. In fact, I want you to not like those rules so you can go get your own.
And I agree with you on the uncomfortable element, Dave. as long as you are comfortable in my house, where the heat is paid and the groceries is there and the refrigerator full, you got a bed, you are not going to be comfortable in leaving and going somewhere else where you got to pay your own way.
That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. You know, and I even go to the point of cars. I see people who grew up not having, now they have means, and as soon as their kid is ready to drive, they give them a brand new car. I said, there's no growth structure in that. If they get brand new off the top, then they don't know how to appreciate brand new. You give them a hand-me-down, you give them something that's mechanically sound, but it may not be the brand new thing. And then when they get tired of it, you know, they get their own. And when I bought my first car, dude, oh my goodness, when I was in Blyville, I had a gold on gold 78 kid Trans Am with the T-top. You couldn't tell me shit. Hey, I had Captain S plates on there. I used to call it the DIA and KKDA. What's 97? I used to call in all the time. They knew me as Captain S.
But it was your car, Dave.
It was my car, man. I was proud in the mud.
Didn't nobody give it. And you know what? In your car, you was more careful in your car to make sure that it stayed mechanically sound than you was with somebody buying you a car and they gonna fix the car up.
For sure. You know something? Even in that, when we bought the car, my dad took it because we bought it in Lawrence. He got me 4 brand new tires put on there. And me being a little dumbass, I'm peeling tires everywhere, driving everywhere. I wore them tires out in 1 year. And I went to Firestone and put some new tires on there. It was $400 for 4 tires. That hurt my pocket that day. And I was never more squealing tires. You know, I appreciated what it meant from that point forward to do better about taking care of my stuff. You know, there was always lessons involved with that, man. And, you know, when I finally got my first new car, I was like, wow, man, you know, this really ain't all that much. But I appreciated the journey. You know, when I was married, man, we kept her niece. She had a 4-year-old niece who could sing all the songs on the radio, but she couldn't do her ABCs or count to 10. My ex-wife hated that, and she was really grilling her about it. I said, look, let's teach, but we can't keep her in classroom mode all the time. You teach her in a classroom environment. I make games like Sesame Street, and she learning and she don't know she learning. You know, and we went on that way, and I had a little black and white TV in that room. She said, we need to get her color TV. No, she don't. She don't even care about all that. She got a TV in her room. She's going to be happy. And we're going to keep this little black and white, no remote control having TV for our kids. I don't care how good the TV is. They're going to learn to appreciate something because it started with nothing or started with the less. And we work their way up. You know, it's something, you can't get a kid everything right from the get-go.
No.
That's value.
And I think that one of the things that hurt our children now is we give them too much. They don't have to work for anything.
Absolutely. You know, when Nintendo was out, when Nintendo first came out, everybody was buying them, and the kids would play them games all day and not want to do the chores. A buddy of mine, a Jamaican dude, bought one for his son. He said, Dave, this is what I'm going to do with this. During the school year, during the week, that thing is not connected to a TV. On the weekend, if he's done what he's supposed to do, it'll be connected 2 hours a day. That's it. He's going to know that this is a privilege, not a right.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so I worked a little part-time job during that time at Sears, and this lady came up and said, well, you just got to give these kids these Nintendos. I said, no, you don't, man. But since you bought it, this is what you can do with it. And so they can appreciate it and respect you. Right? You know, I mean, I don't, like you, man, I don't have any degrees or any fancy letters in front of or behind my name. But I graduated magna cum laude from the School of Life.
Well, I graduated, thank you, Lawley. Dave, it's been my privilege, brother. I sure wish you could. I sure wish you could come to town for my wedding, though, man.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, Mama gets all my vacation time. Otherwise, I come to the wedding and the cruise. So we be trouble together, brother.
That's it, man. Make sure you tell Miss Cora I said hello here.
For sure. I'll talk to her tonight, man.
All right, man. Have a good
Love y'all.
weekend.
Stay strong, man.
Have a good weekend, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. And to all of you with the bedroom therapy, it's all in the mail except those that came last night. It'll be in the mail sometime today. Look, and I want you all, when you get your bedroom therapy and you use your bedroom therapy, to give us a call and let us know that your dick got hard. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Let us know. Call us if you get it the weekend, because we mailed it yesterday. Some of you get your mail sooner than others. You get a chance to use it tomorrow night or Sunday night. Call me Monday night and say, my dick got hard. My dick got hard. Oh, my dick got hard. Yeah, testify. We'll have testimonial service on how your dick got hard because of the bedroom therapy. If you want to order some bedroom therapy, now is the time to do it. Just cash out me. $ Naked Truth Ministries, $60. I'm going to send you 5. The other 10 is for the postage and the handling. Or you can go to the website. If you got a credit card, go to the website. Go to the website. Cousin Pastor Bedroom Therapy. I'm your therapist. Okay? I've become a dickologist. Go to Cousin Pastor Bedroom Therapy.com and order the product. Then there's some of you, and I had several of you this morning from last night, that you paid the $200. You sent me $200, and you're going to be able to buy the product for $5 forever. $5 forever. Okay? So I want you to get the product. Yeah, Neil. Yes. Old Junior Brown to be on the air with me. He can't testify. He got so strong the other night on it. He started flirting with women on the air. Had me to call a woman on the air, and she downed him right there on the air. And his woman was at home, and he 87 years old, and got put out the house. So we'll have to see. But you can order the bedroom therapy right now. Right now. $60 will get you 5. Look just like this. This is coffee. This is coffee. And it is not a pharmaceutical. It's herb. I don't, the honey is all right. Have I got one in here? The honey is all right. But this is better. This is potent. This is just like crack. Just like crack. Once your dick get hard, you keep on the product that keeps your dick hard. I got what makes your dick hard. This right here. You pour it in some water. You ain't got to put no sugar, no cream in. Just pour it in the water, stir it up, and drink it. 15 minutes, dick hard. Cash out me that money right now. It's a Friday. Go and get it. I can set you up in business with this product all over the country. Okay? All right. Anything else? Any questions on the coffee? We're after 2 o'clock anyway. Speak now, forever hold your peace. But the coffee works. And if your dick has not been getting hard at all, call me and let me therapize you. Okay. I don't know what ice out is. It's good coffee. It's good coffee. Good coffee. Bring it home. Bring the coffee on home to your man, ladies, and say, "Hi, sugar, here's some coffee." And he drink that. Don 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 don. Bang! All right. No more calls. Then I'm fit to go. If everything has been done decently, or thank you so much for joining me. And we'll do it again this evening at about 7 p.m. And I hope you enjoyed the show this morning. I did.